Sometimes self abandonment does not look dramatic, it looks functional. It looks like saying yes while feeling no, smiling while emotionally exhausted, understanding everyone else while quietly disconnecting from yourself. And often people learn to stay connected to others by abandoning connection with themselves. In the last episodes, we explored how the emotional self adapts for survival, how authenticity becomes shaped by attachment, and how emotional triggers often carry older emotional memory. But eventually, survival creates another pattern, a quieter one. The emotional self begins learning that leaving itself feels safer than losing connection. Because many children unconsciously discover that authenticity can feel relationally dangerous. Certain emotions create tension, certain needs create distance, certain truths create discomfort. So the emotional self adjusts, softens, suppresses, performs emotional safety. A child notices when I stay emotionally quiet, everything feels calmer. When I need less, I feel easier to love. When I upset others, connection feels unstable. When I abandon my feelings, I remain accepted. And none of this is conscious manipulation, it is emotional survival. But survival becomes dangerous when self abandonment starts feeling normal, because eventually the emotional self becomes so practiced at monitoring others that it stops listening to itself. Feelings become minimized, exhaustion becomes ignored, boundaries become negotiable, needs become guilt. And perhaps one of the saddest forms of conditioning is learning that your emotional reality must be abandoned in order to preserve love. This is why many people appear emotionally strong while feeling internally disconnected, because emotional suppression can sometimes resemble emotional maturity. But disconnection is not the same thing as regulation. The emotions are still there, the hurt is still there, the exhaustion is still there, but awareness has learned to move away from itself during emotional discomfort. And perhaps one of the deepest forms of loneliness is not only being unseen by others, it is feeling emotionally abandoned inside your own inner world. Because self abandonment does not only happen in relationships, sometimes it happens every time you invalidate your feelings, every time you override exhaustion, every time you betray your boundaries to avoid disapproval. And over time, the emotional self stops expecting protection from you. This is why external connection often cannot resolve internal disconnection, because being emotionally needed is not the same thing as being emotionally connected to yourself. So, healing begins changing something profound, not only how you relate to others, but how faithfully you remain connected to your own emotional truth. Healing begins when emotions stop being treated as inconvenience, when exhaustion is acknowledged instead of overridden, when boundaries stop feeling selfish, when awareness remains present instead of abandoning itself during discomfort, because the opposite of self abandonment is not selfishness, it is self loyalty. And perhaps one of the quietest healing moments is realizing you no longer need to disappear in order to remain connected, because healing begins the moment the emotional self realizes that authenticity no longer needs to be sacrificed for love. In the next episode, we will explore what happens when emotional safety was missing during childhood and how the nervous system learns to organize itself around unpredictability, emotional tension, or instability.